Why play Aurora Mid? Well, she is very mobile. She has massive burst damage, her wave clear is great, and she's strong early, mid, and late game. However, she is reliant on landing her skill shots, and she is lower range than other mages. Aurora's passive is her basic attacks apply a stack on the target. Upon applying the third stack, all are consumed to deal bonus damage. When doing this, she also gains a spirit which heals her over time, and she can have up to 4 spirits out at one time. Aurora's Q is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to all enemies hit and marks them. This ability can be reactivated to expunge the mark from them, making a projectile come out of them back to her. Enemies take damage when expunged and for each projectile that passes through them. Aurora's W causes her to hop in a direction, become invisible, and gain bonus move speed. Scoring a takedown will reset this ability's cooldown. Aurora's E is a straight line rectangular skill shot which deals damage to all enemies hit and slows them. In addition, this also launches Aurora back a short distance. Aurora's ultimate causes her to leap in a direction where she becomes immune to all CC effects and gains a good chunk of bonus move speed. When doing this, she creates a shockwave which expands out, becoming a large circle, dealing damage to all enemies hit and slowing them. If Aurora touches the outside of the circle, she dashes to the opposite side of the circle. However, if an enemy champion touches the outside of the circle, they get a massive slow. This ability can be recast to close the rift prematurely, and it also closes if Aurora dies or leaves the circle. For combos, engage with W if needed into an attack before using Q, E, and reactivate Q for massive burst damage. And your all-in is to ult into your Q and E. From here, use W to chase down your opponents before reactivating Q and attacking away. For matchups, Aurora is great into shorter range or scaling champions who she can hard bully in the early game, and she can struggle into longer range mages. For runes, take this. Electrocute is just so much damage. For build order, start Ring and Pot into Eludence and Tier 2 boots. After this, a Shallow Flame and Hat will give you massive damage before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start Q then E then W before maxing Q then E then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game as the mid laner, your main focus will always be on farming, but you want to do this while taking good trades and poking out your opponent. As Aurora, your trade patterns are absolutely vile. At level 1, attacking into a Q is so much damage, as reactivating Q both triggers your passive and electrocute for a massive chunk. And this only gets worse when you hit level 2, where a Q-E-Q combo is just silly. And all of these abilities hit through minions with no negative effects, your opponent is never safe. And what's more, as all of these abilities are AoE, you can still do this while pushing the wave. When you hit level 6, you can force a fight with your opponent, so if you can ever kill them, just use it. Entering the mid game, your bot lane will come mid, which puts you in a side lane. Push this out as far as you can safely before grouping back up with your team. Entering late game team fights, you want to play as the secondary engage. Wait for the fight to start, and then go in with your ultimate over as many enemies as possible, but preferably the back line. You can be the primary engage, but you can get immediately one shot if they have any CC nearby. From here, choose their most fed carry, throw all your abilities at them to blow them up. And that's how to play Aurora Mid. If this video helped you, leave a like and comment below who you want to see next.